everyone! Hi. Welcome to Bound by Plaid. I'm your host and storyteller, Void Doll. All the art you see on the screen right now is done by Murphy, who is also the voice of Quinn. It's a pleasure to have all of you here. With that, Striker Sly, would you mind doing the recap for last session?
So, Gamma gets a text message from Shar. I don't know who she is. I don't know. I just hope. I don't know what it is. I hope. He told me he cares for me. I believe him. I'll just ask. Just find out who she is. And Sigma and Gamma are fighting. I tried to stop them. I grabbed their ears. Sigma grabbed me by the. Fuck. He touched my. Well, that didn't end so well. And then that ended with them getting into a bigger fight and. Shadow enveloping Sigma. The electricity shuts off. Omega is holding Sigma's face into the dirt. Enough, he says. It is a ripple of steel. Omega. Man. And then there's Daniel, itching for a fight. Zeta's ears are tucked back as they hear Omega's voice, and Omega slams Gamma into the ground. Enough. Gamma responding, yes, sir, and Sigma fighting back. It was just a little bit of fun. But that wasn't fun. Gamma's on his knees. Sigma curtsies. I'm outside. This is my fault, right? That's my fault. There's a conversation between Sigma and Noah. And it seems like Sigma is giving Noah one option. Make a fucking choice. Because the pain that Sigma feels is too much for him. How can you be friends with somebody that you go to bed thinking about? Because I can't. Indecision is still a decision. And Sigma is just begging for Noah to get his shit together and figure it out because he doesn't want to sit on the sidelines hoping, waiting, begging to be loved. And then you have Omega, our therapist, sitting by the fire pit outside, meeting with Quinn. Hello, I'm Quinn. I'm not running away. I'm just gonna give you a really quick little sniff here. Oh, you smell. Wow, well, you smell like a very powerful pack leader. Yep. You're in charge, right? Right. You smell like you are. I promise. I'm Quinn. I'm not gonna run away. I want to run away. I'm thinking about it. I just want to be safe. And so Omega and Quinn sit and they talk about star math, the spirits that talk to Omega. And he reassures Quinn that sometimes our purpose is not always the safest, but it is still a purpose worth following. We have some news about Delta and Evan sitting and watching some kind of show. We're calling it Mark Island because Mark is clearly the favorite. They need some Mark t-shirts. And we hear the word mate. My mate. Delta's mate. You've got Alpha coming back, asking to borrow Delta. Standing in a Kevlar suit. I have something to hunt and I need Delta's help. I don't want to leave you here. Would you be willing to go to Danny's house? And so, Evan and the coterie reunite. Jihun, feeling guilty, draws some cute pictures and writes in Korean, 미안해. From Jihoon, I promised to buy you Korean hot dog, Sigma, the ones with the french fries. And he leaves them on the leftovers of the food that they had cooked earlier. And we get a little sneak peek of a certain visitor at the hospital where Kappa is still staying. Octavian. Demetria. It's about time you learn to meet with the Garu. So the Garu and the wolves and the vampires, Kindred, sit at the dinner table back at Daniel's, all sharing a meal. Like one big, happy family. And we get some beautiful moments where all of us decide to go on a pack run together. Omega taking off his shirt. Beautiful muscles. Dense, overgrown scars. Tribal tattoos. And all the wolves count and look up to the sky. Gamma begins to cry because Omega will not have to run alone. And in Jihoon's heart, none of them will be alone again. The silvery, bright moon stands in the sky, and Zeta motions for all of us to howl. And even though we do not have a wolf ourselves, we respect and believe that we have a purpose here. And so we howl with them, and Omega calls for the run, and we see everything. The spirits, the sounds, the mother. And one by one, the wolves shift. And Quinn hears Beta's howl. In her head, her voice, I will find you. I don't want you to hide from me. I need you. Because Quinn has been hiding, ashamed of what she has become. Gamma and Sigma, brothers. And as wolves nip at each other in fun, Zeta joining in, Omega picking them up in the biggest hug. And every single one of us feels the connection to the earth and the spirits. And a part of our humanity is reignited, healed, connected. And there at the lake, the dragon spirit dancing and playing and waiting. We'll never run alone again. We are a pack. Our kindred, the Garu, this, our chosen family. For more details, and all the little ins and outs of conversations that will make you cry, go check out Dolly's YouTube for Session 16. And now, Session 17 begins.
I need everybody to make a wits and awareness roll, please.
Okay.
That's 5 for Malcolm.
4.
You want us to put these in the Roll20 DM?
Yes, please.
You said wits and awareness?
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going to hold on to those, and we're going to backtrack. We're going to cut to several moments ago, maybe upwards of an hour to an hour and a half. Malcolm. the continuity of this, I want you all to suspend your disbelief, since we were missing Tyrant. But there is a point before the run where he finds you. In the bathroom, washing your hands, the door opens and a massive shadow steps in, and a big palm flicks the light off. His presence is all-consuming in the dark. And you can hear his heart pounding behind his ribcage. And when he moves behind you, while you stand at the sink, his body caging you in, you can feel a rolling heat that puts the desert to shame.
For a moment, Malcolm stands, and his eyes flick to the door when he feels when he hears it open, and then his eyes kind of do that thing that humans do, where their eyes have to adjust to the darkness before he looks back to his reflection, which is dark now, and he just sinks back into the body behind him.
When you look into the mirror now, you can see Omega's eyes like two round moons glowing, like some nocturnal beast. You know that he can see you probably how he sees during the day. But you're not sure why he shut the light off.
Heyo.
I need you to roll 9d10 for me.
Oh, that's so many. 3, 6. Are any of them hunger die?
No.
All right, great. 2, 4. That is 7 of 9.
Okay, for just a brief moment, Malcolm, you feel like Omega's going to lose some internal battle. You can feel the tension vibrating through the cords of his arms that are pressed against yours, and then his big palms shift to touch your hip and your chest. And then he fists both hands and pulls them away. And then he completely pulls away. I need to talk to you.
Yeah, we need to talk. And I think Malcolm, when Omega steps back, will turn so his back is to the mirror and he's looking in approximately where he knows Omega to be. But he has removed his ability to see Omega in the dark, other than lines in movement.
You hear him swallow. You can tell just by the scent in the air. He doesn't know where to start. The dark is pregnant with tension, ill ease. Omega's sadness smells like rain.
After a minute of sitting in that and waiting to see if Omega will say anything, Malcolm's shoulders sink and he crosses his arms, not defensively, but almost self-soothing. We can start at the fire, or we can start before. And as kind of self-soothing as his posture is, he still raises his chin, almost daring Omega to pick one, and kind of a little begging him to pick one, so that Malcolm doesn't have to choose what he is going to say.
You hear his breath hitch, and you can hear him shifting forward. He surprises you.
Am I allowed to touch you?
He kind of gives like a wet laugh, and his eyes aren't watering yet, but they're like, in his voice, it sounds like it, and he nods.
You hear the lock slide into place, and the force that hits you is an attempt at being gentle. Then all at once, his chest is pressed to yours, and your back is against the wall. The curtain's been ripped down. A loud ding 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 as he's just ripped the whole privacy curtain away because it was in the way. And his nose is at your jaw. And then you feel something wet against your cheek.
Malcolm's immediate reaction is to cling just as hard as Omega is clinging to him. It is grounding and he needs this contact as much as Omega did. And so he just tips his head for Omega to get closer and to have better access, and he just whispers, "You never have to ask."
The sound that he makes would be terrifying to anyone else. A deep-bellied growl.
We need to talk.
He's... I gotta make a roll, hold on.
I gotta close Discord, you chuckle fucks.
I don't want to talk.
You need to know the truth. Oh, you deserve that.
He puts his big fingers against your mouth. Shh.
Not yet. Don't tell me yet.
This whole time, his palms have just been roving over everything that is you, and there's a reverence about them. The way that he holds you, though fierce, has a delicate nature about it. As if afraid you'll break, or that you will simply disappear. And when his wolf whimpers, those massive ears and his several tails You feel the dark grow darker. And there is something other than Omega in the room with you. I need you to roll resist frenzy.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Roll 20, don't fuck me. What do I put for the pool size modifier? Anything, or just leave it 0?
Just leave it.
Submit. Oh, thank God!
You do not terror frenzy. As Omega loses a bit of control over himself. And he begins to nuzzle into your pulse. And that growl. And his skin begins to vibrate, the beast wanting to get free. Get at you.
I think one hand comes up to circle around the wrist of Omega's hand where his fingers are pressed against Malcolm's mouth, and the other goes up further to comb through his hair and get behind his ears. And Malcolm tries to, by touch and by like a soft like cooing, calm Omega at least enough for him to get control so he doesn't lose it in this bathroom and add to the property damage of Daniel's house.
Do you have, I know you don't have like Panacea or anything like that. And okay, well, you're trying to calm Omega.
Yes.
Let's have you make a roll. Let's have you roll a persuasion.
Okay.
And depending on your honesty here, manipulation or charisma.
In this case, it would be charisma. And
Roll
the pool's not high, guys. Oh, that is 5. I got a crit.
All right, that's enough. He pulls away. You do manage to calm him. And he like sets you down. Apologizes. Has to step away from you. Lifts up Daniel's curtain rod and curtain. Sets it behind the toilet, like off to the side. Apologizes to the inanimate object for being disrespectful.
Malcolm can't help but like laugh a little at that. But it's very fond. It's not, there's no tone of like mocking or anything. It's just, he missed this side of Omega and seeing this.
And then finally he takes a breath. He's not looking at you when he says,
Did you leave me on purpose?
and you hear him shuffle. And when you kind of reach out, he's not anywhere immediate.
Malcolm is silent for a good few moments before he inclines his head.
You hear his sharp intake of breath. You hear more shuffling. And this time you recognize it as him sitting on the ground, pulling his big legs up to his chest.
So you knew. You knew I was alive. So you left on purpose?
That was the deal. That was the price.
For what? What price?
Malcolm will take a half step forward, but wait to see how Omega responds before he tries to close the distance between them.
Just curls in on himself a little harder.
He stops, but there is a franticness to the way he reaches for Omega before stopping himself. For your safety. For all of your safety. If I did what I did, and he was supposed to keep you and Mom and Lainey safe. That was the price for the fire.
Why didn't you come to me?
I was dangerous. I didn't know anything about this life or what I was. All I knew is that Octavian said as long as I did what he asked, and I learned and I was a part of the clan and the family, it would be okay. I'm a monster, Omega. I didn't want to hurt you.
Roll a wits and insight.
Sure. What's my insight? What's that? Insight. Okay, that's not bad. 1, 2, 3. That is a 4.
You know that he's chewing over everything that you've said.
Malcolm is trying so hard to be still and wait and let Omega hear what he has said and decide for himself if that's good enough.
I went to your funeral.
I know. I wasn't there. But, Kavita told me who was.
You can hear his breath and his sniffling. You hear at one point he opens the cupboard beneath the sink, withdraws a package that you can only imagine is toilet paper. You hear the sound of him scrubbing at his face.
I couldn't do what Octavian asked and leave Mom and Lainey with Henry. And I was suddenly so strong and so fast and so angry. I had no control, Omega. Not in those early days. the fire meant the fire was an easy way to get rid of the evidence and give me a reason to disappear.
Did you ever plan to find me?
I didn't think it would happen this soon.
9 years isn't soon.
Years hasn't been long enough to get me a crown.
What are you saying?
Octavian is supposed to be the one keeping you all safe. I'm not strong enough, I'm not fast enough, and I'm not good enough to do that on my own yet. But I will be. And when I am, and when it's all mine, then I would have been able to keep you safe myself. And I would have found you. But then you disappeared, and I didn't know.
I lost control. After your funeral.
Where did you go?
I went to hell. Malcolm. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. All of this would have been avoided if you had known.
Known what?
You were so young. I knew what you were to me, but you were so young. I just wanted you to grow up. So I left you alone. I didn't involve you in any of anything supernatural.
I don't think there was a world where Octavian didn't do this to me.
You didn't choose this.
No.
How did
That choice. Was he gonna ask how it happened?
Yep.
Malcolm freezes. And he freezes in a way that I think Omega might recognize as the same way he would freeze when he would get a call from Henry. It is the if I don't move, nothing will hurt me kind of freezing.
You hear him unfold from the floor. And he moves very slowly until
He's close enough that he can reach out in the dark and touch your hand, encouraging you and giving you something stable.
Are you sure you want to know that story?
Yes.
He curls his hand in Omega's and squeezes it, but the look on his face kind of shifts and purposefully goes distant. I think at the time, Octavian thought that he had bought or threatened all of the police force en masse into subservience, but that wasn't true. And I had been running deliveries and messages for Octavian at that point for 3 years. That's what I was doing when I met you. So I was a source of information for the handful of people who thought Octavian was up to something. And when I didn't give them the information they wanted, I've always had a hard time not picking a fight when someone tries to make me do something I don't want to do. And his mouth works for a moment before he jumps ahead. Mira found me, half under a parked car. Now I remember snaps, like moments in time. Being found, being carried, being put on a couch or a bed somewhere. Octavian made a choice. I would not have survived the night if he hadn't. So he did. If she hadn't found me, I would have died in that alley, or that street. Under a fucking Honda Civic of all things.
There's so much I still don't understand.
There are huge parts of my history that I thought I knew, that made sense until I looked at them closer. This is what I remember. Nearly being beaten to death, and then found and waking up like this. For all the strength and rage that I felt.
He embraces you.
That kind of jostles Malcolm out of this detached way that he had been telling the story. And he briefly looks confused and concerned, but does cling to Omega.
He's crying again as he holds you. Big shoulders, tensing and shaking. Roll one more wits and insight, please.
Right. 1, 2, 3. That is 4.
There is something in the way he's hugging you. With a 4, it's close to unraveling everything that's underneath this hug. The rage that this happened to you, that he wasn't there to protect you, the sadness, the pain, all of that. All natural. But there's something else that your kindred senses pick up on, and it is sharp. It smells kind of like kerosene. Guilt.
Recognizing that for what it is after taking a few seconds to parse what this scent means in the context, Malcolm clings to Omega a little harder. Less for his own benefit and more like trying to reassure Omega that it's okay and he's okay and he's here. And what happened to him, trying to convey that what happened to him didn't matter.
I'm sorry I wasn't there. I'm sorry it wasn't me. I'm sorry I failed.
Didn't. If I could take every hit for you, I would. If it meant that you were safe, I would. I've grown up taking hits. I can take a few more.
No. No more.
He cups your cheeks with both hands, kisses your forehead.
You don't have to be a prince to be worthy of everything that I have to offer. I just wish that I was worthy of you.
Malcolm leans up and pulls on Omega's shirt to get him to lean down so that he can press his forehead to Omega's. You don't... It's not about being worthy. I choose you. I've chosen you every day since we met when I was a kid. And I fucked up, and I know that, and I'm sorry. But everything I've done has been for you and for Lainey.
I fought my father for your sister and your mother.
What?
I almost killed him.
What does he want with them? Why was he near them?
Because a vampire cannot keep a Garu in a cage. But not really. I didn't want to be separated from the last pieces of you. So I didn't let him take them from me.
He, Octavian, if I am good, if I do well, rewards me with pieces of her life. She won a scholarship for writing.
Malcolm, listen to me. I do not know how it works exactly when you are a kindred. I do not know if you bear the loyalty, the brand, the right, and the marks. Lainey is a part of your pack. She can't be withheld from you.
She is... His lip curls. Disdainful. She is a liability. If anyone knew about her and wanted to hurt me, they would go after her, and I cannot let that happen.
I understand.
And he's this close. There's something in the shifting of his body language. There's so much he has not said. There's so much yet that he has to ask. But for some reason he won't. And the further along this conversation happens, Malcolm, the larger the distance feels between the two of you.
I don't know how to fix this in any way except how I've been brought up.
You are different.
Yeah. I became what I needed to survive. And you say I don't need to be a prince to be worthy. Every part of me now. I am sick of being powerless to what happens around me, to me and to the people I care about. If I will not be given the power that I need to protect my people, my clan, my coterie, my pack, then I need to take it. And I'm sorry, I'm not the same. But I wouldn't have survived if I was.
You can see
the glowing of his eyes, because they're moving, roaming over your face, and occasionally they flick, and some of the light from behind the bathroom door bounces from the mirror, and it just perfect hits the eyes. They have that nocturnal shift.
I ache for you. In any iteration of your existence. And if it is power that you desire most, I will give it to you.
There's a moment where Malcolm watches Omega.
Don't take it from Octavian. Take it from me. If that's what you want more than anything. And if it means I get to continue to be by your side.
I just want to keep them safe. In my world, that equals power. I don't know about yours.
He steps back and he reaches around his neck and he unclasps the delicate little necklace that has a pair of rings on it. And he puts it around your neck.
He bows his head for it and curls his hand around the ring.
I need you to roll a wits and awareness.
It's an awareness.
Or sorry, wits and insight.
Oh, insight. Okay, I'll take one dice away. 2, 3. That is 4.
Something significant has just happened, and Malcolm, you're not exactly sure what it is. But he says that
Both.
I can be your power.
Malcolm kind of clenches his hand around the rings, still looking down. And then when he looks up and catches Omega's eye, he says, "As long as you're mine."
Omega closes his eyes and embraces you swiftly, tucking the top of your head under his chin, and he exhales.
I will be your sword. Whatever you need.
Malcolm folds into it and hugs him back. And then he tips his head up and will try to pull Omega down into a kiss.
Omega hesitates only briefly.
Whatever Octavian promises you, I will do more and better. Please just don't leave me again.
I won't.
And then he kisses you. But it's bittersweet somehow, Malcolm. There's a feeling in the back of your skull, like a tap, 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 tap. Elongated bony fingers against the membrane between the scalp and all the juices of the brain. Tap, tap, tap. Your beast. It will not forget the words and promises made today. Before leaving the bathroom, Omega asks you to run with him.
Malcolm genuinely, for a moment, looks confused. But then he nods. Yeah. Yes. I will run with you.
Roll me one last. This time, we're gonna do intelligence with your awareness.
Intelligence and awareness. Okay. Oh, yay! That's 7. I crit. Hell yes.
When he opens the door, for just a brief moment, when he's in between, like, stepping out of the dark of the bathroom and the light that's filtering up the stairs, there's a cast of gray, almost like fog, all around Omega, a mist, you could call it. And it causes his image, like a TV program, to stutter. And then he steps out into the hallway, turning back to look at you. And there is something more severe about him than when he first came into the bathroom. There's still questions in his eyes, but that's not where the severity is coming from. There's a line to the way he holds himself. Usually, the man tries to seem demure, gentle, small. There is a knife's edge. Something significant has changed for O, and you do not know what it is.
I think there is a flash of a look on Malcolm's face as he observes the mist and then looks Omega over. But he doesn't say anything, and he steps forward and holds out his hand for Omega.
Omega takes your hand and he kisses the top of it.
Hmm.
And then rubs his large thumb over the top of your hand. And there's some unspoken promise.
I think probably not for the first time. Malcolm smiles at it and moves past Omega, but doesn't let go of his hand to lead the way back downstairs.
Okay, as you get downstairs, this is last part for the scene before we go forward. I'm going to use everybody wits and awareness. All of you succeeded. You're all there right before the run. Each of you see Gamma glare at Malcolm. His eyes drop down around your throat. And then he looks at Omega. And there is distinct betrayal. And then Zeta cuts in and it's time to run and everybody's running and it's a great time and we're going to fast forward a little bit.
Yay!
Malcolm, gain a humanity for the run.
Yay! We're getting humanity left and right. It won't possibly be made worse by all the stains I'm gonna take.
Okay. I think we're going to take a really fast break so I can talk to the players. We'll be right back.
I'll send help now.
We're going to start with Evan and Quinn. Since the two of you are A, in a state of disrobedness, and B, don't have your woofers with you, sorry, I crushed water bottle. The two of you are left unattended together in an awkward state of, hi, I just met you.
Awkward wave.
I need to know what you guys rolled again on your what's an awareness.
A 5.
Oh, that first
Yeah.
first one? 4.
Okay, I don't want to say you got ditched or got lost. I don't want to say that.
You don't have to say
But I will say that the two of you are standing kind of in a little grove outlet near the lake, and you hear some of this, some grunting and some grumpiness, and then snapping from the red wolf form is a naked ass Sigma. But he's standing behind a conveniently placed bush. And he's looking at the two of you, and then looks behind you, and then looks around. And you see beyond him in the lake, something kind of large moves. Probably a pretty big fish. So, just us then, I guess?
Oh, I mean,
Yeah, I've been
we were running with the... Oh, no. Quinn looks around. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Aw.
Did they go off without us?
I think they did. Like, I was kind of in the zone. Like, I was just, like, in the zone, you know? And I was feeling pretty good, but...
Oh, it is so free and running like this.
yeah, that's what I was trying to tell everybody. Like, it just feels right? Like...
Yeah. With what Omega said about being closer to everybody, it's pretty good.
Yeah. I was saying, I don't even like wearing shoes.
Evan, I got a question. Quinn, question. I know you're a librarian
Okay.
and everything, but okay, would the two of you be interested in a business venture?
Evan kind of turns directly towards him with his hands on his hips. What kind of business venture?
I mean, are you comfortable being naked in front of a lot of people? I mean, you kind of seem like it.
He kind of just gestures to himself right now. I mean, with this body?
You'd be surprised. I know a lot of really fit, attractive people who got self-conscious problems. I'm not one of them, though.
I'd be more concerned about making sure that people don't try and come after it, you know?
Are you insinuating that you were assaulted? God, Evan, I'm so sorry, man.
Oh, no, I'm just saying that sometimes when people get to see something they can't touch, they want to try and touch it.
Oh, yeah. Got a bunch of old
And
ladies
holding
that
people
do that.
back from this.
But usually they tip you in like hundreds or 50s or something. But anyways, Quinn, I know your house, you said it burned down, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I was renting. I'm never getting that deposit back.
I know where you could make it in one night.
I thank you for the offer. But also, like, I don't know if that would jibe with my current career path.
Why not?
I mean, I could do it for you.
Well, I'm not saying for me, just if you're interested in money. I know a
No,
place.
I mean for Quinn. Get her deposit back.
Oh.
Oh.
You could do that?
I mean, you said that you had a proposition.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was gonna talk about being a kind of like an entertainer, sort of a little bit, getting unaddressed in front of a lot of people that like to tip
I
you.
mean, are you not entertained?
I mean, not really, but I'm sure if you started singing "Old MacDonald Had a Farm" and swinging a helicopter around, I'd probably think it was pretty funny.
I mean, I'll do the helicopter, but Old MacDonald's kind of a little below my skill level.
What's wrong with Old MacDonald?
Nothing's wrong with it. Just
He had a dog.
Yeah.
The
he
dog's
also had a
name.
cow.
The dog's name was Bingo. Did you know that? Bingo happened to be my first dog's name. It's a good fucking name. It's a good fucking song. I sing that song in certain situations. What's wrong with Old MacDonald? Actually,
Nothing's wrong with it.
you know what? I need to calm down. We don't need to fight over Old MacDonald. Whew. I got a question though. You got a problem with children's books too?
Evan just kind of stares at him at that question.
Okay, never mind. Ignore it. Quinn? No, Evan.
Yes.
How are you gonna
Yeah.
get her deposit back from a burned down building?
No, I can make the money to cover it,
Oh, so you're gonna
with what you're saying. Yeah.
You wanna... Man, if you could just directly talk... God, you speak like Delta, the two of you. You're fucking all over the place. You say things and I just...
All right, Glizzy God.
I'm not stupid.
I will go up on the stage. I will do the work. I will get the money from the old ladies.
Okay, there's
and I will
old
give
men
it to
too,
Quinn.
though. There's all sorts of people.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I'm okay. No, I'm okay. No, I'm okay. Thank you. No one has to dance for me. I would try to dance, but I cannot dance. I have been told
I didn't
this,
say dance.
and I
You
know
just
this.
could stand there.
Oh no. Oh, that's worse.
Oh.
but
Yeah, that
I mean,
would
you
feel
could,
worse.
You could strike these poses. He does a few
Well,
poses.
what about lip syncing? You good at that? What if you didn't have to
No,
take anything
that-
off?
That's okay. I don't think I'm meant to be like looked at or watched, and that's okay.
How good are you at like music cues and lighting and stuff?
Oh no, tech. No, they tried to talk me into that once too in college.
Oh, you bad at that too?
Yes.
You good at taking
No,
tickets?
I don't want to disappoint you. I'm okay at some things. I think I'm worse at a lot more stuff now than I used to be, and the stuff I am good at is probably not great in like public or anything, but that's okay. I could come and support you. I don't need the money. I mean, I do need the money, but like not like need it. In fact, do I even need an apartment anymore? I think I live at Daniel's now.
I mean, Danny's got a nice house. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I like the back of the couch. It's a good couch.
The back of the couch. Why don't you pick a bedroom?
Yeah. Nah, that's okay. Like, oh man, like, I don't understand. Like, sleeping on a bed, you're just like there, like in the air. Anyone could like just look at you and like it. You gotta like curl
I mean,
up.
you could go underneath the bed.
Yeah, I tried that for a bit.
Have you tried one of those bed tents?
Bed tent.
Yeah, they make this thing like it's basically a tent that goes over your mattress.
I know how to make a tent.
Oh, I do too, and I'm sure you do.
I don't want to hear about your tent though, because then I just think of Delta.
I mean, you can think about her all you want.
No, it's weird.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, like they have like this thing that goes over your bed so people can't see you, essentially.
Oh. That's okay. I think just like sleeping curled up has been working out pretty well for me right now.
Sigma's just squinting and nodding. So, anyways, I got a different job you could do.
Yeah, a lot of jobs.
Yeah. How good are you with kids?
Oh. Ooh. I don't know.
Huh. You like them?
Yeah, they're smaller people.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot at the library, right?
Yeah. Though I mean, mainly I'm dealing with the like adults taking out the books. Like they got the people who have like the comforting look in the face, and then they read to the kids.
Oh.
Yeah. Wait, what are you doing with Kid Sigma?
What?
Yeah,
Don't
I'm
look at
kinda
me like
concerned
that.
with where this went.
What the fuck? You see behind him, there's something swimming in the water, getting closer to shore at this point. And then it ducks down the minute you look at it. And Sigma doesn't seem aware at all. He's like, what the fuck? Nothing. I'm not doing anything. I just was fucking asking. I got a bunch of different jobs I happen to be, and kind of not an employer, but I'm like a segue. Like I was gonna segue you into a job, and instead you over here accusing me of being a weirdo. But you're the one who's okay helicoptering, like me. I mean, if you got it, I guess show it off.
Could we helicopter on a Segway?
You mean you never done that before?
I haven't had the chance.
Well, we could break into the mall and we could try it.
Ooh, let's. But what's
I'm not
in the
interrupting
lake?
because this is a weird conversation. This is actually an actual thing that's happening. There's something like approaching from the lake, and like that's probably not good. I don't know. I'm a little on edge right now. Also, Sigma, I wasn't implying anything. I think you're a cool dude.
Uh-huh. And when
I mean, I
Sigma,
think this breeze feels nice.
Does.
He turns and looks out, and there's nothing.
I don't see anything.
Oh no, it's just me. Okay.
No, I there's definitely something out there. I mean, it is water, so it can hide in it, I guess.
Yeah. Should I go try to fight it?
No,
Does that sound like a good plan?
No, you stay here. You stay here.
Okay. I mean, I'm good at fighting, though. That's one thing. Hey, can I make money fighting?
I mean, you
Not kids.
can. It's
I
not
mean, yeah.
quite ethical.
Yeah,
Wow.
But then most of the stuff we're talking about isn't.
Is that actually what you're looking for? Because I could get you a job in the ring.
Oh. You know what? I'm gonna keep my options open. Thank you, Sigma.
Sure. By the way,
And he like pulls a duffel bag out of the fucking bushes and is like,
I brought everybody's shit.
I'm good as is.
Suit yourself. And he pulls on a pair of sweatpants for himself, starts headed towards the lake.
Are we going swimming now?
No, you said there was something, so I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay, I'm going to back up. You can't go alone. That's not fair.
I'm going wherever you guys go, so.
Yeah, we got this covered.
I just don't want pants after being so free right now.
Yeah, no, you don't need to wear pants. Pants would be block the shine. Finger guns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
all right, you make it all the way to shore, and there's nothing. The lake is, just, for the most part, still.
Okay. I don't like this. Okay, nope, because I'm not crazy. Okay.
Let me skip a rock and see if that does something. Evan will look for a rock to try and skip.
Not hard. There's several smooth ones, like up on shore.
He'll grab one and try and skip it across the top of the lake.
Okay. Roll either a dexterity or strength plus your athletics.
Dexterity or strength plus athletics. That is a lot of dice.
And then as you're rolling this, I just want, this is an overall for the scene. I want the both of you to roll intelligence and insight.
That is a 5 for that. And you said intelligence and insight?
Yep.
Two.
Quinn got a 2?
Yep.
Okay. So Quinn won't notice, but Evan, what do you get?
One and a bestial.
Neither of you notice. It's great.
Ah!
Oh, hell, that's fun. Yeah, everything looks clear. Everything feels perfectly normal, but it's definitely not. Something is seated tilt-a-whirl skewed. You skip the rock until bloop. Nothing.
Nope. I don't like it. Nope. She's like pacing all of a sudden. Nope. Nope. I don't like it. I can't figure it out, and I don't like it.
Maybe
Maybe I could.
two of
I'm
you
gonna
should.
fight the water.
No. Maybe you just could you go just wait in the trees for a minute?
Like
sure you're
in
okay?
the trees?
Yeah, no, just go hide for just a second.
Okay.
Enjoy the
okay,
view as I
but
walk away then.
Don't worry, I'm soaking wet.
I will also.
He blows
walk
him a little
away.
kiss and he walks away.
Oh,
Quinn, you need to go back to the trees too. You can't just be here for backup.
okay. Okay, but you call me, okay? You're not alone. I am here, and I have to do something. And apparently, I'm not good at a whole lot of things, but I'm pretty good at like tearing at stuff. Okay?
Yeah. If I get sucked
okay.
in, you can come try and save me, because you don't have to breathe, right?
I don't.
Cool. So then you can keep me from drowning, but because you don't have to breathe, I don't think your lungs fill up, and you can't give me... You know what? Just make sure I don't
Yeah.
drown, okay?
Oh. Okay, you got it. And she like gives a salute.
And then he whistles at Evan. Just a loud wolf call.
He just kind of waves at him over his shoulder. Blows him another kiss just to mess with him. And then gives himself like a nice little slap and he keeps walking.
As the two of you breach through the line of trees, I need another wits and awareness roll.
Five.
Also a 5 this time.
We're getting it together.
Okay, go ahead and roleplay whatever, if you have any roleplay, and then I will cut in and tell you what you notice. If there is any.
So by hide, does he mean like hide or hide where we can still see him hide?
Oh, that's a good question. I was gonna I could try climbing a tree. Should I try without clothes? I don't know. That sounds like a bad idea.
That sounds like it hurt, especially like if you have to wrap your thighs on it and accidentally slide.
Yeah.
There is
Bark
a
is not forgiven.
There is a duffel bag filled with clothes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna maybe get some clothes, but it's not that I'm not enjoying it. It's just okay. And she's like, as she's saying it, she kind of bends down and starts like kind of calling through stuff. Okay, yeah. Pants is good.
It's like
All right.
a bunch of sweatpants and like sweatshirts.
Yeah. Okay.
I will go find a
Okay.
suspicious bush.
Okay, so
I think Quinn tries to climb a tree.
okay, go ahead and roll an athletics and a strength.
Okay.
How can Evan like assist with her getting into the tree to start?
Oh, sure, yeah. I'll give you an extra dice to that pool for that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, 2 successes.
All right, it was
She's
two.
like, hey, can I have a boost? Have a boost?
Mm-hmm.
Boost. Okay.
She scurries up about 15 feet up on the first branch that can support her weight. And then you find a suspicious bush, and it's at this point, the two of you tucked into your perspective places, you look back to the water. Sigma is gone. In fact, there are no footsteps leading to the shoreline where he stood. Not even your own.
Evan,
Yeah.
did we get ditched? Again?
I don't know.
Okay, wait 1 second.
But we
And she clambers down. I mean, he's gone, and I don't even see, like footprints. What is...
we literally just came from there.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Did we go back down to the shore?
Yeah, I mean, this is probably a really bad idea, but also, like, I really need to check this out.
Oh.
This might be a pants situation, though.
No pants. I'm committed.
Oh, you're committed? Okay, all right. I'll be the pants.
Okay.
Okay. I think Quinn kind of starts kind of just like looking real hard at the ground as she's going to start approaching the shore.
Okay. It looks clear. Calm. Serene.
Sigma. Sigma.
I need both of you to just roll a d10 for me. The two of you are walking close, right? But it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 10.
I have an 8.
Okay. So, Quinn, do you walk all the way down to the water?
Yeah, I think she'd want to go right up to the edge.
Okay. So that it, like, touches your bare feet, or...
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's how... Yeah.
Okay. And then... Evan.
He would stay close behind. And probably get very close as well.
Okay. So are the both of you looking everywhere to see, or are you just gazing at the water?
Evan would
Quinn? Go ahead.
Evan would be looking to like where Sigma was and then like up and down the shore as well.
I think Quinn's looking at the water.
Okay. Do either of you have aspects?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Wits and awareness, please.
Four.
2.
All right, Quinn. You're squinting out at the water, surveying the very, very gentle ripples. It almost looks like just a sheet of night. The stars reflected. When you turn around to see, because Evan was just behind you. Now he's not.
No. Nope. Little sad yips. Eh. Evan? Sigma? Anybody? Hello?
As you spin, looking, the trees go silent. There's a hush and a sigh through the tops of the trees. The moon, thick and full, is now overshadowed. A sudden crop up of thick-bellied clouds. So dense that the once bright night is dim. Behind you, you hear something in the water splash.
turns around to where the sound came from.
Maybe 50 feet in. There's little white flurries, white casts of something flailing just below the surface.
She'll start going into the water.
You step into your ankles. It's cool,
Yeah.
silky. Underneath your feet, you can feel the silted sand. And then eventually it gives way to moss and grass, squishing between your toes. How deep do you go?
Her plan is this because she's worried if Sigma's there. Because she said that she'd make sure he didn't drown. So I think she would, if possible, go in so the water's over her head.
So you're swimming?
Yeah.
As soon as you start swimming, I need you to roll for your swim. Roll for a little foxy paddle.
Oh boy. I don't know, what would swim be?
Probably in athletics. Or a survival.
Athletic. Okay.
With either your dexterity. Oh, let's do stamina.
Stamina is 3.
So you got 3?
Oh no, I thought you asked what my stamina was.
Oh yeah. So let's use your stamina with athletics or survival.
Okay, I got you. 2.
2?
Yeah.
Okay, you manage to swim. You swim out to that little spot and you go under. You squint really hard and you start swimming down. It feels pretty deep. You bump something that feels like a really smooth rock. Pretty big, covered in moss. And because you don't need to breathe, you can stay down there even longer. Roll another stamina with athletics or survival.
3.
Okay, following that little rock, it suddenly drops down into an abyss. And you swim more and more, getting to the bottom. As you do, the grass rears up around you, tangling with your legs, your arms. Do you have to pull yourself? And then you feel something like a thin chain. And so you pull some of the grass off of it, and you feel that it is a chain. What do you do?
I think what she'd want to do is she'd start doing I think hand over hand following where the chain is going.
Okay. Roll 1. This time roll stamina. With your investigation.
Okay. Oh my god. I got 6.
Okay. It's a very light
Got a
chain. It definitely isn't made of metal. It's probably metal. It feels like it was maybe plated with metal now at one point, but other than the moss growing on it, making it slimy, there's a gritty feeling to it, and you get to the bottom and you touch this ridge. It's like a bunch of ridges really close together that sort of curve. And it feels kind of like a helmet, these ridges. They're all connected to this single shaft, and the ridges on the right side, there's a really sharp, slimy, because it's overgrown, edge. There's a sharp, slimy edge on one of these ridges.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like you maybe could pull it
loose?
She's already there. She's gonna try it.
If you're gonna try and pry it loose, roll a strength and athletics.
Mm. 2.
Okay. You
Yeah.
pull this, whatever it is, up,
Yeah.
and you head up towards the light so you can examine it. What do you
Yeah.
do? You've got it free.
Okay.
Case-
Yeah, I think she'll. Yeah.
Crest the surface or no?
I think she look one last look around because she's still wanting to see if she can see Sigma.
So you're gonna
She's
try
worried.
and look at the bottom of the lake.
Yeah.
Wits and awareness as you open your eyes to the amoeba-infested depths.
That's pretty. 4.
It is very, very hard to see under the depths. The clouds blocking out the moon create very little light. Do you have eyes of the beast?
Yes, she does.
Would you like to? You don't need a rouse to activate that, correct?
I'm pretty sure not. I'm just gonna double check real quick. Oh no, it's free.
Okay, so you activate that, and there's like a red cast on everything, kind of like we're in that one game where the killer goes around and slicing people. Anyways, you look down at your hands, and in your hands is a caved-in rib cage. When you look further down, there are the remains, skeletal, of someone.
Quinn, and I don't know if this is a roll or not. Does she have a sense of like, hey, I should unearth this thing, or no, leave it in the depths?
That's up to Quinn. Because with a 4, she sees that there are several more buried in the lake. She also sees that there are plastic bags that have been tied to cinder blocks. And like really terrible balloons. They line the bottom. There's not that many. There's like 4, but they are quite the display.
I think Quinn's instinct, having read all sorts of books and such, I think that she'd let the ribcage go,
Okay.
and she'd probably then head to the surface.
Okay. You swim, you crest the lake, and all is still. Roll me another wits and awareness.
One.
You don't see anything out of place, other than that you are alone, swimming in the middle of this lake. And then something suddenly brushes against your calf.
She looks down to see if she can see anything.
Looks clear.
She's going to try to swim to shore.
Roll a strength and athletics.
Two.
2?
Yeah.
Okay, you get
about 10 feet from where you found the ribcage. And then something grabs your ankle. And there is a rushing as you are sucked down into the water before you can scream. And we're gonna meanwhile right there. But we're gonna meanwhile pretty 180. Deeper into the woods, where perhaps there is not something waiting or something watching. Jihoon,
Yes.
you find yourself trailing behind Gamma as a big wolf. And he stops, and that big boxy head kind of comes up and around. And I need you to roll an insight into intelligence.
Any specifics for insight?
Nope.
Okay. Four successes.
Something is suddenly not right. I mean, it's fine. You're with Gamma, but you were with everyone. Or so you thought. But maybe you weren't. Maybe you and Gamma were always here. But you thought you made it to the lake. But maybe this is... You don't understand. You're not sure. You're new to all of this. But with the four, there's just something askew. Something's a little off. And you can tell with the four that Gamma maybe senses it as well as he kind of moves around in a big circle and then gets really close to you, kind of bumping into you.
On instinct, Jihoon kind of like grabs on to the scruff, Gamma's neck. Like you would a dog, where you kind of like, you know, that squishy part. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yep. His
kind of like,
ruff is really thick. He's got a lot of thick fur, just really, really, really thick. Like, wow, so much hair. Such a hairy boy.
he starts kind of, is everything okay?
The wolf, that is Gamma, makes this kind of chuffing sound. A quick exhale from the nostrils. Not quite a sneeze. It's an unsure sound. And then he gazes at you, and his ears flick back.
He kind of leans in. He's like, should we be worried?
In response, he licks his chops, and his ears perk forward, and he gazes around the area that you are, which you can't smell nor hear the lake. It feels distant from everyone and everything.
I mean, I don't really know anything, and I don't really know what you're trying to say, or I can only assume that you kind of feel the weird feeling that I feel, right? Like, just something's not right. And he's gonna use Sense the Unseen.
Roll a wits and awareness with an extra dice.
Five successes.
There is a mist lingering in the treetops. Something is moving through the trees. And it makes sense. Now that you can see that mist, what Gamma is tracking. He starts to move very slowly, and if you let go, he nuzzles you to make you hold on again.
He'll get really, really close. And put his head to Gamma's ear. I'm assuming you can understand what I'm saying, but, and I'm kind of getting the idea that you are seeing what I'm seeing up there.
If-
But,
Go ahead, sorry.
I don't fucking know what to do. Dude, I'm not... We should fucking go.
He's moving, having you hold on. If a wolf could nod, he does.
Can I... Guess this is a really dumb question, but I mean, like, I can probably run just as fast as you, but, like, I'm afraid I don't know where I'm going. Can I just, like, hop on your back kind of ride thing? I don't know, like, I'm sure you've seen Twilight and all that shit. I know that's not really... Fuck, I'm just asking.
If wolves could give the side eye and do a little side smirk, he would be right now.
Don't give me that look with your eyes. I fucking know what face you're making right now. I talked to you enough times. I'm just asking. We can talk about it later, okay? I just really don't want to get left behind, and I don't know where I'm going, okay? And I'd rather not die out here.
All right, you get on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at the Discord chat, dying a little.
Yes, the exact same gif. The exact same time.
All right. You get on. And he's walking at first. It's very uncomfy. It's not like riding a horse at all. I think it's way hairier.
I swear
Really,
to fucking God, I should have worn pants.
it's itchy.
You're not very... Yeah, he's like, my legs are really fucking itchy right now, dude. I thought you'd be, like, super soft. Man, you need to use conditioner or something. Should buy you that, like... And he's just rambling on. I can buy you that Korean conditioner my mom always talks about. It probably good for, like, dog hair and stuff, and I'm sure it'd make you a lot smoother than you are right now. Although, for some reason, I thought your hair would be a lot smoother. Oh, fuck.
He pulls
Promise
up,
you won't fucking drop me.
pulls up short, and he
What, did I say something to offend you?
like
I'm
his
sorry.
ears flicking back. Roll wits and awareness.
Four successes.
Okay. You see something moving, dripping down the tree, like half solidified paint. Grandma.
I mean, grandma. Grandma. I know who you're talking about. You say grandma, I get you. But yes, I got you. Uh-huh. I know who you're talking about. Continue. Sorry. Oh, God.
I can't believe I just said that,
I know who you're talking about. It's because I call her grandma, right? Like you and I. Okay, anyways, continue. Yeah, grandma.
Come on in!
Hey there, just a hag in the woods, everybody. Hello. I'm having some not Baba Yaga.
Shit. Okay, hold on. Oh my god, damn it. Okay, it was supposed to be way scarier than that. Anyways, Gamma starts backing up on a growl as this peach-colored paint continues to drip from this particular tree, and then the ground sort of shakes, and all at once, I need you to roll a strength and athletics as Gamma takes off.
You're really trying to make this hard for me, aren't you?
He's running. Hold on.
Yeah! 2 successes, everybody!
Yeehaw! Okay, you managed to stay on the ride. But behind you, trees begin to explode. That flesh-colored paint is smashing into each tree, and every tree that it smashes into decays rapidly and then breaks at its base. As it hits the ground, it puffs up into ash. And Gamma is running. You can hear the pass-off pads up and over several felled trees, and he's going deeper into the woods. You get the feeling he's going further and further from the lake. What do you do?
I think he's full panic. He's like, Jesus fucking Christ! Man, you run really fast. I don't know. Do you know where you're going? Or are we going the right direction? What the fuck is going on back there? Why is the ground shaking? And what is happening with the trees? And why does everything look like paint? Like, do you see what I'm seeing right now? Do you know what's happening right now? Should we like stop and fight? Like, something is clearly not right. He's literally rambling, and then he's like gripping on, and he's like, I'm really sorry if I hurt you. I'm really, really sorry. I don't know what to do. Should I like
some of the flesh
leave a trail of blood?
Peels off of the main body and is thrown at you. As it hits Gamma's side, it immediately decays the flesh, and he skids, almost falling.
Oh no. I'm not a fighter, guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna message you something.
Okay. Typing, whispering in the, hold on, chat, whisper. Whispering.
let's all rank these woods. 1 to 10. I'm at a negative 11.
Yeah. Fuck these woods, guys.
Great. I know you.
We got.
I know what you're talking about.
It's got everything in the Zillow listing for these woods. It's got it all. It's got a haunted lake. It's got flesh goo. It's got ghosts.
You like lake corpses? It's got lake corpses.
It's got lake corpses.
Hey man, I'm having a 10 out of 10 time. I'm on a lakeside stroll on the shoreline, nude. It's going
Great
good
time
so
right now.
far. Yeah. Just something weird about footprints disappearing, you know.
I
That's
wondered why
because
the price.
Jesus is carrying you when the footprints disappear.
That's when Cain carried
Well, I mean,
you.
Jesus can carry something.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I always did wonder why the price tag on this house was pretty real steel.
You just walked up to it and there's a note taped to the door. You can have this shit if you want it.
This is your problem now.
No give backs.
I'm not normally someone who's like, yeah, these woods should be destroyed. I like nature. However, I'm fully on board with demoing this whole forest and just putting in some apartments. Like, it's fine.
Deforestation? Not so
Yeah,
bad
it's
in this
good.
game. Yeah.
This is
Let's
why
strip
Daniel
this.
always keeps. This is why Daniel always keeps a gun on him.
Fuck these
handling
woods.
this
Let's
great.
open it up for development.
What, so we could have a spooky apartment now?
Yeah, we'll get like a haunted Starbucks.
Oh, they aren't already?
Well,
Ask the Tremere. They'll know.
yeah.
What about asking the Tremere?
Are these
Starbucks.
Starbucks haunted?
Oh, definitely. There's some
Damn
shit
it.
happening right now, guys, and I'm telling you, this coffee, it's legit. They put olive oil in that shit. It's haunted. It's haunting your asshole. Is what it's doing.
Okay,
Haunting
so
your
we
ass.
are now in combat. Jihoon, it is your turn.
Jihoon, not really knowing what comes over him, hops off of Gamma's back and instantly faces the destruction that is behind him, and all you hear is this come from inside of him. Something has snapped, and he doesn't know what. Biting into both of his hands, looking at Gamma and saying, "Get behind me!" And his hands are dripping blood. And I'll give it to you, Dolly, to explain the rest.
You will want to roll your blood sorcery and your let me see. I'm looking. So make a rouse check.
Oh. Yeah, I'm a little hungry. Tick, tick. But nonetheless, success.
Okay.
But hungrier.
Okay, and roll your intelligence and blood sorcery.
I messaged you one more thing.
Okie dokie.
Oh, I'm excited to rule. Oh, wait, do I get all of those then?
Mm-hmm.
The 3 and the 2?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that's not like all my dice. Oh, this is disgusting, Dolly. What have we done? That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 successes.
Okay, let me roll this thing. Okay. So it's Gamma's turn technically in combat now. So you've just turned and basically fired, like ripped into your flesh and fired bullets. As you do, and they strike against this thing's flesh, there is that same bloom. Blood red, dripping black ichor on each strike. It causes the peach fleshy tone to rapidly change and become gray, ashen. It looks more undead than anything. And then you see that there are faces. Small woodland creatures, all piled on top of each other, shrink-wrapped into some nasty entity. But it doesn't stop. Behind you, Gamma says, "Blood sorcery's not gonna work on it." He actually doesn't know what blood sorcery is, but he's like, "Kindred stuff is not gonna work on it. Get behind me, Jihoon." And butt-ass naked, he moves in front of you.
What the hell do you think you're gonna do? You literally were just... You got hit with that shit and it fucking ripped you open.
I was trying to run so that we didn't have to face this. I need you to get back. And he starts to shift. Because I can't distinguish between friend and foe, not all the time. Please. Trust me.
Don't fucking die.
And the creature,
Fuck.
he shifts, so he's like in a more wolfish state, but he's not quite totally shifted. So he's got like ears and a tail, and his tail like is like, I'm a modesty tail. Don't worry. Woohoo, you can't see nothing. Like it has a mind of its own. And then, anyways, he's gonna lunge and try to attack, and then he's gonna start to rage. So for his turn, he's gonna lunge forward. We'll see if he can do anything in this form. It's going to attack as well. Let's see. Okay. So exactly where you've struck it with your blood, and the creature is still moving forward. Slower now that you are no longer running, but it is in pursuit of you. Like it tries to duck around Gamma to get to you, and he lashes out, ripping into it right where you shot. And there's something about him striking where you struck, Jihoon. The damage... You can tell that it confuses Gamma because he rips, and then he immediately looks at his hand, and then he looks at you. And he says, "Wait, Jihoon, shoot at it again!"
Oh, so now you want fucking teamwork? Fine. Though I'm not really... Whatever. And he's ripping into his hands again. Just... He doesn't give a shit.
Okay, it
Just
breaks a
bleeding
tree
down
in
his
half,
arms.
and it's going to throw the tree at you. Would you like to dodge?
Yeah! Let's go!
Dexterity and athletics, please.
Woo! Oh, great! How exciting, guys! Just replace my dice with hunger dice. Just kidding. Do I still get those extra 5?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that... Oh, thank God, because I only have... I have so little. Okay. Let's fight a tree. 5 successes.
Okay, you managed to duck as it there's like a slow motion where it sails over your head and then it explodes, smashing into a couple other trees and large boulders behind your head. Splinters like splay out, and they should hurt you, especially when they stick into your back, but you don't feel them. There's something about your form now that you brush it off like nothing. Your turn.
I can just hear Jihoon, who knew not being human meant that I wasn't gonna get hurt. That's a little crazy. It's a little bit, he's kind of freaking out a little bit. He's like, oh good. Does pain exist? Oh my. Is the tree still coming at him?
No, it's exploded behind you. Missed.
Excellent. So, he's just gonna say to Gamma, he's like, can you just hold it off for a couple seconds? I gotta figure out what the fuck this is, okay? Just I need to know. I know that sounds really dumb. Give me 2 seconds, okay? Please, just hold it off. He's asking him.
He's like mostly like werewolf transformed. Like he looks.
Okay, rough to you too. God fucking damn it, animals. Jesus. And he's gonna pull out Mullah, his little tiny, I don't know what you want to call it. You know, his little mini mist equivalent.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to kind of like clip it onto the front of his shirt and say, Mullah, begin recording, capture, and analyze.
Okay.
And he just wants to capture and analyze what the fuck is happening. And he knows that you might not be able to see it, but knowing mist, you can catch a lot of things.
Just like a little whirling sound that only your ears catch over the violence as it's recording. What else would you like to do for your turn?
Probably go again for some more blood bullets.
Pew 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 pew. Okay, so you're gonna roll your blood sorcery, your intelligence, and your extra stuff.
Better get out of my way before I shoot this. I mean, I'm not John Wick or anything, but I think I can manage to hit the target. Okay, so you said blood sorcery and all the extras?
Your
Okay.
intelligence is and blood sorcery and everything else. Making you use intelligence to aim.
Oh yeah, you can imagine like he's analyzing every single angle, like mathematical equations are just running through his head. It's like beautiful mind, but happening in an instant. Jesus Christ, there's too many dice. This is disgusting. We should not be rolling this many die, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 successes.
Okay. Let me roll for this thing. Okay. So you have to like triangulate. You run to your right, you hop over a stump, and you kind of use a tree to slide yourself at the same time that this thing throws Gamma right where you were, only for Gamma to spring, completely shifting into his massive war form on this huge howl and growl. I need everyone else in the coterie except for Jihoon to roll a wits and awareness, please. He is a salivating, slavering monster as he slams into this flesh, tearing and biting and ripping. Right underneath Gamma's armpit, you fire, and then you run, kind of in a half circle, sliding again and firing off a few more bullets, flicking them between your fingers, and each time it strikes, there's characters that start riding up your forearms, and you feel your nose bleeding. It actually drips into your lip, and you taste it. And in the back of your mind, there's this sensation you haven't felt before, and then it twirls down your spinal cord, almost like someone has taken a claw and just plucking the vertebrae. Tick, 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 tick. And then a voice. Your own. You could go back to work if you aimed a little higher and to the left, which, according to your calculations, would pierce the back of the wolf's skull. But the urge is there, strong, powerful. Everything would go back to normal. Your life could be easy again. You could be in control.
And Ji-hoon hears that. His own voice saying that.
Yep. In the back of your head.
But nobody said the easy way was fun, did they? Where's the fun in not being able to solve a bigger problem? I don't really like it easy, do I?
You hear another voice, this time your father, and you can feel the sting on your cheek as he shouts in your native language, "Too much fun spoils the mind." And you wince. I need you to roll a resist frenzy, please. Just go ahead and do it digitally. Everyone else, go ahead and call out what you got on those wits and awareness. Yes, including under the water, Quinn.
5 from Malcolm.
5 for Malcolm.
3 for Noah.
Okay.
6
5
for
for
Quinn.
him.
5. Okay. And 6 for Quinn.
Yep.
Okay. And Daniel.
Sorry, difficulty? What am I putting in here? It says 2 right now.
Just
Do you
leave
want
it
me
at
to
2.
change that? Okay.
Daniel, what'd you get on wits and awareness?
He is a 9.
Yeah, 9 with 1 crit. I forgot I was muted.
All right. So, all over the woods, every one of you hear the battle begin. Gamma's war cry. And if you're with a wolf, they instantly perk up. But we'll get to the accumulation of this. The creature pulls a part of itself off Ji-hoon and goes to throw it at you. Gamma reaches up to intercept it, and then the creature cuts through his side. Seems like a very thin, superficial, shallow cut right against the hip bone up around. But it makes you furious. What'd you get on that? Resist frenzy?
It says 6 of 2.
Great, so you succeed. At this point, start of the next round, you see about 80 more of these creatures begin to drip down from various treetops, covered and shrouded in mist. What would you like to do?
And you said he's angry.
Yeah,
Oh no.
but there is... You are very outnumbered.
Yeah. As much as he doesn't want it to be like that, he kind of... His head kind of ticks to the side, and like when he's feeling angry, he like does everything in his power not to be like his dad, but it kind of gets to him. And he feels that anger just rushing through him. And he just screams out to the creatures that are dripping down, "What the fuck do you want? Can't you just leave us the fuck alone?"
Roll a composure and resolve.
Any extras?
Nope, just flat.
Okie dokie. Oh, that was really good. Don't worry about it. Oh, never mind. That was really bad. I don't know if that's good or bad. I will show you. You tell me if it's good or bad. Okay? Okay. Excellent news. Let me show you. Let me show you what we just fucking did. Okay? I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna send it to you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You can look at this and you can tell me how this looks. Okay? Yeah. Okay, great. Thanks. Where are you? Here. I think think it's okay, right?
Messy critical. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. So, quick thinking. Your beast, the one that was telling you to unshackle yourself in a really permanent way, tells you to run, that you're outnumbered, that you won't make it out alive, which you know. But the question is, can you disengage Gamma? With all of these creatures coalescing and converging, even though they are not as fast as either you or Gamma, there is still enough of them that you feel they will. No, you know they will overwhelm the two of you. And tonight is not a good night to die.
I guess in all of those instincts, knowing that this is the only way out. Like, you stay, you die. And he's like, I'm not fucking dying. Not again. He's still fucking mad, and he's going to grip onto the back of Gamma. Pull at whatever part of him he can. And turn him around. And start running.
Okay. Roll a strength and athletics.
Funny. You're joking, right? No, just kidding. With the potency stuff too?
Mm-hmm.
You just can make me do okay, good. Phew. I was like, you're not gonna kill me like that, are you? You wouldn't do that to me, right? So successes on red dice are just considered successes, correct? I'm not crazy?
On red dice?
Yes.
If you, yeah, unless you get the critical and you get another critical on a black die, then it's different.
Okay, so no, I just have, okay. No, we just have, well, we have a critical on the black die, and then we have 4 successes, sorry.
So 7?
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Oh, 8. Okay, so you do manage to grab on to Gamma, but you don't manage to turn him around. Actually, the only reason it's good you rolled so high, because when he turns around and slices where you were, he leaves deep grooves in the ground. But you're just on his back clinging, and he's like freaking the fuck out because you're touching him. But there's something about the way you're able to like hold on and like shift yourself so they can't actually, like, too muscly to grab you, right? Like you're like the little sticky note on the bodybuilder's back. And he's just like, and then
Don't fight me right now, let's fucking go!
he cues in to kind of what's going on and like shifts a little bit. You feel like the rage bleed out of him, which is good and bad. And then he shifts into a very, very large wolf on all fours. With you still clinging to him, he goes to take off. I need you to roll a dexterity and an athletics, Jihoon. You can add your extra stuff. I will be rolling one for Gamma. As these entities start to blink into the umbra and then blink out of the umbra and start throwing and breaking trees, throwing pieces of nasty, like, searing flesh at you, slamming down around, trying to destroy the two of you as Gamma is just booking it with you on his back.
Five successes.
5 successes? Okay, you only take 1 point of superficial damage. So you manage to dodge the rest of it. And you run and run and run and run until you get to a clearing and the both of you feel a balm. And we're going to take a quick pee-pee break right here. Hi, we're back. Okay, we're going to slide over We're gonna pause with Jihoon and Noah, and we're gonna meanwhile over to Noah. Hey,
Okay.
roll
Hey.
roll a different wits and awareness, Noah.
Okay.
You got a 3 again.
Okay. You find yourself alone, lost in your thoughts, the tensions from the conversation earlier this evening still prickling at your fingertips. All around you is dense flora, sorry. Dense flora. You could have sworn you made it to the lakeside. That there was joy and revelry and a moment of calm and peace, and now you do a full 360. The ground crunching beneath your feet. Question, are you wearing shoes or did you what do you?
Nah, I ditched my shoes at the house. I made a point of it, like pointed out to Quinn. I was like, I'm gonna run without my shoes too. So I'm just in my shorts.
Okay. So the ground is filled with those spiky needles and soft kind of packed in brush, and nestled in between everything are hidden rocks that just attempt to peel the skin of your toes as you walk past them. But it does little to hinder a kindred. Everything is still. Maybe too still. But with your 3, nothing is quite out of place. You see a narrow game trail and just trees. What do you do?
He's gonna look around. Guys? Hello? Oh, okay. Wonder what direction the house is from here. Try and get back. He's gonna try and make his way back to the house if he's not hearing or seeing anyone.
Okay, roll an intelligence and a survival.
2.
Right. You make it back to the house. And all is quiet.
Walk around the outside of the house first. No one out here. Okay, I'll go back inside. Hello?
There's no answer.
The fuck? I'll walk back outside and I'll pull his phone out of his pocket.
Okay, as you walk outside, wits and awareness.
Okay. Okay, nice. 5.
Okay, as you walk outside, across the street, which is just a dirt road where Daniel lives outside the city, there is a break. A break line in the sentinels of trees, and sitting, undisturbed, is a well. Old. Rock and stone style. Could be decorative. But it looks genuine. It bears the scars and weathered marks of a lifetime. But with your role, Noah, you cannot for the life of you recall there being one of those when you first got here.
He's not gonna cross the street yet. Question mark? Maybe, I don't know. He is gonna sit on the porch and try and, I don't know. God, did any of them take their phones? No, half of them are buck ass naked. I don't know. He's gonna call. Well, first he's gonna text the group chat.
Okay.
Like, I'm back at the house. I somehow got separated from everyone, so I'm at the house, but no one's here. Yeah, let me know if at least anyone gets this. Cool.
The message
And
fails to send.
Okay, cool. All right. Do I have service?
You have 2 bars at least.
Okay.
4G says in the little corner.
All right. That's weird. I mean, Jihoon said these phones were really nice, so I feel like that text should have gone through. Fuck. He, like, definitely, like, glances back over at the well a couple times, like, but he's trying really hard not
Okay, about
to
the
pay it
4th
any
time you
mind.
glance at it, you hear something.
Oh, no. That doesn't help me at all. What do I hear?
With your kindred senses, it sounds like bubbling water. It's quite a distance away. For it to clear up, you might have to get a little closer.
Can I... God damn it. I hate it here. Alright. Guess I'll, it's not that far. I'll go check it out. Yeah, fuck. This just screams horror flick, but, you know, I am a monster. It's fine. I am a monster. It's what he's like psyching himself up as he crosses the street. It's like, it's fucking whatever. It's whatever's in there is probably not scarier than me. I'm pretty... Okay, I'm not very scary right now. I'm literally in shorts. But, he is gonna activate celerity just in case he needs to be fast as fuck. So... he'll get, like, 5 feet from the well. Hello?
Roll a wits and
then, like,
awareness.
grit his teeth, like, I might regret saying that. Yay. I'm going to use a chat willpower because I just got no successes. I would like to hear something. Okay, that's 3.
Okay, you brace your hands and kind of slowly lean forward. And as you look down into the dark, we're going to meanwhile right there.
Oh my god.
Evan.
Mm-hmm.
You are alone on the lakeside. But your friends were here, you think. But when you trace back along the shore, there's only your footsteps. And you're still holding a rock. You think you might have already skipped this rock, but it's in your hand.
He'll kind of look down at the rock and like flip it over in his hand a few times.
Black, smooth, still a little wet from the ground, a little grainy to the touch. You hear the gentle waves lapping at the shore. You can smell the lake.
Is it eerily quiet or is it like just normal sounds you'd expect?
It's peaceful. It is quiet. It's almost too serene.
He's gonna activate something. I'm gonna DM it to you, and he's gonna continue to walk down shoreline.
Okay. Does that take a rouse check?
It's actually free.
Okay. Roll a dexterity and stealth for me. And then you can add your discipline to the roll.
The discipline associated with that.
Mm-hmm.
Nine.
Okay. You get literally halfway, directly across the lake from where you were, and it's a jaunty walk. The lake itself is mostly deep, as opposed to wide, but it's still significant in size. And it's at that point that you feel something. A ripple through the air. Energy passed unseen.
Does it feel threatening?
Roll an intelligence and insight.
I am going to use my willpower and reroll that. That is an 8.
It definitely feels like you are being watched, but not with outright hostility.
With that, I guess he'll queue up rapid reflexes since that's passive.
Okay. And then what do you do?
He'll just continue on like he was.
Keep walking along the shoreline?
Mm-hmm.
At any point, do you step in the water? Or do you stay clear of the water altogether?
Maybe roll a d20 to see. Would there be anywhere around the lake where we'd have to step into the water?
No, just in its residual. So it would be stepping into the water, but you'd be stepping into, like, the mud. Like the bank, not the water itself. Sorry, I had to stop my dog from eating a chip.
I think he'd toss the stone in again before he would step in the water.
Okay. Are you going to try and throw it far? Or just right there, Splodunk?
Being that he threw it far earlier, he'll probably split-dunk it.
Okay, what's an awareness? Go ahead and give yourself a +1 circumstance bonus as well.
A messy 6, so messy critical in 2.
Okay. After the initial bloop, there's a sound of a branch snapping behind you. Which way do you look?
He'd probably take a step back from where he tossed it in towards the sound as he spins. So he'd kind of like step and turn on his heel towards the sound of the branch snapping.
There is a hiking trail, but narrow. And in the center, just a little bit down the path, there's a broken tree branch. Almost placed perfectly parallel, in line with the trail itself, like it's pointing.
He looks at the trail, then back to the water, then back to the trail. And shrugs a little bit.
Where does he go?
He'll go towards the trail, just like inspecting how the branch is laying, seeing if he can recall anything about if it's done in a particular way or how it's broken.
Roll a intelligence and investigation as you're looking at it.
Two.
2? Well, it's got the look of a sapling. Like if you planted this little branch, that it would still grow. It's fresh. It definitely didn't fall on its own. Something must have helped it out. Now, you don't find wounds where it's broken on either side. Wounds so far as like claw marks, chew marks, insect holes. Don't see it.
So it was deliberate then.
Kind of feels that way.
God, Sigma and Quinn better not be fucking with me. He'll pick up the branch and go up the path.
You follow the path?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You come to a beautiful place. Right up here on the trail. Let me switch this over for stream. Go ahead and drop yourself down on the map. The biggest thing that you notice about this mound in the middle is the very deliberate tree and rocks. The trail leads all the way around. I mean, the trail. Did I say tree? The trail. Yeah, the trail. Like, slopes all the way up this little hill. What do you
He'll
do?
just quietly but cautiously keep moving up since he still has that other thing active.
Following the trail? Or some other way?
Following the trail.
Okay. You get to about right here when you hear the snarling howl from earlier. And a wind kicks up, causing the tree here to quiver. Its leaves to rattle.
Could he tell what direction the howl was coming from?
Did you get 7? Or higher?
I think it was 5.
Okay, no. Just kind of a canopied sound hanging overhead, drifting somewhere out of the woods.
So he'd probably scan the woodline that he could see and then bring his attention to the tree.
As you look back at that single tree, a hot wind rolls over you. And we're gonna meanwhile with you right there. We're gonna kind of jump between several of you pretty quickly. But we're gonna actually slide over to Daniel first. Daniel, I need you to just narrative-wise for me, roll a dexterity and athletics.
Okay. That is 3 successes and a critical for 7.
At some point in the run, you lose her. Even though she is... well, pale as the moon itself. Somewhere she ghosts into the trees, and like a whisper, spoken, gone. Roll a wits and awareness.
That is 6.
Okay, let me make a roll. Alright. Okay. So you're moving through the foliage, kind of quickly going between trees and tracking, when there is a whisper of a touch, gentle, on the back of your neck. When you turn, there's no one. And then when you turn back around, your hat is suddenly pulled off of your head, and you are face to face with Zeta. Her hair, like the wolf, is wild around her shoulders, long, curling down, covering her breasts. And she is all pale and scarred. For a moment in the moonlight,
You make out the horrible marking all across her stomach and up underneath the chest. That part of it is hidden by her hair, but it is infernal. The kind of magic only those who have seen the devil practice. And she puts your hat on top of her head.
Normally, Daniel is very sensitive about his hat. Not that anyone in the coterie knows why yet. But when Zeta puts it on her head, Daniel kind of gives a curious tilt of his head. In the back of his mind, he tries to stay calm at the sight of all of those scars, new and old. Him a stark reminder that he failed. He failed to find her.
Her eyes rove over your face. They are crystal blue. Just incredibly piercing and striking. I knew you once, didn't I?
I was beginning to wonder just how much of me you even remember now.
She leans forward, closing the distance, and kind of nuzzles against the bottom of your throat, and then steps back. I remember your scent. But I know you, don't I? Or at least I am supposed to.
You knew me better than anyone else in this world. Anyone alive, at least.
She frowns a little bit. Do you know why? She gets a little smile. Do you know why I don't remember? I would like to think it is happy. A fun reason. A new game. And then she suddenly looks frustrated. She wrings her fingers. But I know that is likely not the case. Is it?
Daniel is not a liar. Daniel is not a liar. I wish the reason was joyous. Part of me wishes I could really explain. But I know for a fact that I don't fully have the entire picture.
She grabs your hand and puts it against the scar on her belly. So you did not do this.
No. Why would... I'd walk myself into the sun before I ever did this kind of damage to you.
It is a brand. It is for finding. It is for hunting. In my tribe, we are branded. It is normal. And she kind of does a little spin to mark yourself when you come of age, when you pass a rite under the full moon or the eclipse.
Question, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Within Zeta's memories, she walked out of her cage, did she not?
It did appear so, yeah.
And that raises a very important question. Did she truly escape? Or is someone beginning a very long hunt? If that's what this branding means. That's Daniel's line of thought. I just... he doesn't know what words to say right now. You can feel his fears just prickling at the back of his head.
She takes your hat off and, like, pokes you in the face with it. Lost. And kind of bends halfway to look up at you.
Lost.
I was speaking, and you became lost.
Oh. Sorry,
She puts your hat on.
there's understandably a lot on my mind.
And then she, like... When she puts the hat on, it's you. She puts the hat on you, sorry. And then she, like, touches both of your earlobes in a little, like, playful flick. No thoughts. It is too good of a night for bad thoughts. Besides, you should run now.
Alright then. Let's see who claims who tonight. And then he kind of slinks into the foliage. And he starts running, but he's also kind of trying to do it stealthily.
Okay? If you are stealthing, roll a dexterity and stealth.
Oh, it's very good. Wow. Okay. That is 4 successes and a critical for 8. And just so you know, DM, Daniel does not have any shoes on. Only pants.
Okay. You feel like you are totally stealthed. Like, absolutely hidden. There's no way she's gonna catch you. She's not gonna know where you are. And eventually you feel like you've lost her and you kind of slow down a little, keeping yourself into the shadows and well hidden. And there's this chilly wind that filters in to the glade you've just passed and hid beside. And as fast as the wind has come on, it dies down and vanishes. And then you hear a rustling next to you. And a voice. What are we hiding from?
This is her voice, correct?
Yeah, when you turn, it's Zeta. She's like knelt down. She's got red socks on her hands.
Damn, Red Sox, holy shit.
On her hands, even. And she's like wearing a skirt made of like leaves and foliage. Like, her hair is all windswept and wild.
That entire picture just makes Daniel just chuckle just a little bit. Well, I didn't expect to outrun you.
That's because you are smart. I brought your socks. And she shows her hands.
My socks.
They were gifted to you.
Yeah, but they look better on you than me.
And she like spreads out her fingers on the bottom of the socks as you say that. And then she like sniffs one.
You can keep them.
Okay.
And then he starts, like, from his hiding spot, just starts to back trail just slowly. Very slowly. Because, according to her words, Zeta was going to try to claim him. And he's waiting. Gaze landing on her with a very intense look. Waiting for when she tries to make the move. Because Daniel specifically told her, you might catch me, but good luck trying to contain me.
She gazes at you with a curiosity that hides the ferocious hunter beneath, tilting her head to the side. And she sniffs the air. She prowls forward.
She starts crawling forward. Daniel starts to crouch low. The pace of his movements start to go a little faster. He even goads her just a little bit.
All right.
Don't make the move soon. I just might start running again.
I do like chasing. Okay. She seems to vibrate in front of you for a moment and then she vanishes and there's this flash of cold wind. If you try to dodge or run, you must make a dexterity and athletics, or if you are running, a strength and athletics.
Said running, strength, and athletics? I'm assuming you mean...
Yeah, if you're like running from her or if you're just trying to dodge, dexterity and athletics. If you're just trying to like roll away.
And if I heard you told me what was the strength and athletics for? Because you
Running.
said running
And
away
then-
for both.
Oh, did I say it for both? So one's rolling out of the way. And then one
Mhm.
is for actually like getting up and like running.
Okay.
Sorry. I think you said the same thing for both, but I meant athletics.
Ah. Okay. We are. One gives me a greater dice pool than the other. I know. Question for you, DM, because I know that there's a discipline that like there's a very specific power that allows you to jump extreme heights. Even without that power, can Kindred jump higher than normal humans, I'm assuming?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I am going to run, so I will strengthen athletics, but Daniel starts to... The moment he feels the cold wind, he's leaping onto trees. He starts... This is him making even more of an effort to make this fun for Zeta, and also make it more of a challenge. So I'm going to roll with strength and athletics.
Okay.
Okay, that is 5 successes with 1 critical for a 9.
Okay, you manage to stay out of her grasps. She does chase. For a while. A long while, it seems. Until the two of you come lakeside, busting out of the trees. Well, she busting out of the trees, you leaping from tree to tree. I need you to roll a wits and awareness.
That is 4 successes.
About 30, 40 feet-ish out, there's like a bunch of bubbles. Everything else in the lake is completely still. Smooth. And Zeta stops chasing you. She's standing just at the edge of the water where it can lick up against her bare feet. And she's gazing hard at the water.
But I noticed that the rest of the water is still,
Yeah.
aside from the bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
That's odd. All those bubbles normally be sending ripples across the lake.
All at once, Zeta dives in.
Daniel dives in after her.
Okay. To swim. Roll your stamina and, survival or athletics. And then I need Quinn to roll a wits and awareness. And, Noah, I need you to resist a terror frenzy, please.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And then Jihoon, I need you to roll a intelligence and a awareness.
Hi.
Do I just leave the difficulty at 2
Yes.
With the additional stuff?
It would just be the having fed. It wouldn't be any potency because new scene.
Okay.
You said stamina and athletics.
Yep, to swimmy swim.
I got the 6.
Okay. Noah, what'd you get on that resist frenzy?
Roll 20 says I succeeded, but I only got 2, so that's up to you.
All right. And Quinn, what'd you get on your wits and awareness?
3.
Okay, so this happens all in quick succession. Where Jihoon is in the world, you and Gamma come busting into the same area. Because Jihoon, you got a... Sorry, what'd you get on your...
6 successes!
Okay. 6. You see you guys bust out right here, out of these trees. Right here. You see Evan. And in the center here, you see the tree is bleeding. The same moment across the way, back at Daniel's home, at the bottom of the well, you see Quinn, and she is held by hundreds of leathery, paper bag-looking hands, panicking at the bottom of the well. Quinn, you are
Ooh.
being sucked into the ground just as Zeta gets to you, and then quickly behind her, you see Daniel swimming at you at a fast pace.
She's like, blah, blah, blah.
No, you manage not to panic in your fear of, oh my god, it's Quinn. Ah! It's like,
Okay. Does this well actually have a bucket and
No.
rope, or is it just fully?
It's just a full
just a
throat
well.
into the earth.
Okay. I Natalie hate this with every fiber of my being, but I mean, if just trying to decide if he, I mean, instinctually, not thinking, oh, I wonder if this is like an illusion or something. He's gonna try and climb down and get her. I did activate celerity, so he is hella fast right now.
All right. So you start climbing down the well. Roll a strength and
Yeah.
athletics. Daniel,
Okay.
the hands start to grab Zeta just as they are like, Quinn is like waist up into the ground. She's like vanishing into this blackened, swirling depth. It doesn't even look like she's being buried in the sand at the bottom of the lake.
Uh,
And Zeta's like slicing at all these hands holding on to Quinn, even as they're grabbing her.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna trust Zeta can hold her own for a second. So I'm gonna, while she's slicing up the hands holding Quinn down,
Mm-hmm.
as they begin to loosen on their grip, I'm gonna try to yank Quinn out.
Okay. Grab a hold of Quinn. Roll to hit her armor class. Just kidding. to grab a hold of Quinn, go ahead and roll a dexterity and athletics.
Dexterity.
Yeah. Because you're swimming.
But I'm also.
And then Jihoon,
Yes.
I need you to roll a dexterity and an athletics to dodge as the tree spits a huge, thick wad of blood at you.
Ew.
Can
Ooh,
I?
that sounds super tasty.
Haktua.
So,
Ugh. Can I
Gross.
blood surge?
you're welcome.
Can you what?
Can I blood surge?
Yeah, you can blood search.
Okie dokie.
No, what'd you get?
I got a 7.
Oh, nice. You're gonna climb down and you end up in the lake.
No!
Cool.
I'm
I
sorry, did I say that loud? What am I rolling again? Sorry. I
You're
got
rolling
distracted.
dexterity and athletics to dodge the blood that gets spit at you.
Okay, yeah, mm-hmm.
So I succeeded on my rouse check.
Okay.
And then
And Quinn, I need you to roll a composure and resolve to resist frenzying, as you are getting
3
dangerously close
successes.
to torpor.
Wait, okay.
yep.
3 successes.
Hi.
Okay, the blood smacks into Gamma as you duck behind him.
No!
What the fuck?
Why?
He doesn't seem to notice it like you do. He's actually holding on to you and looking back at the trees. I'm sure Evan would have like a panicked look on his face, but we'll get that next time when Evan's here.
Can I say something to him?
To Evan?
No, to
Oh.
to Gamma.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Kim. I was like,
Oh.
I can't roleplay Evan.
I was like, don't. Are you okay? What is it? You don't see that. You don't see that?
See what?
You literally got smacked with the fucking, like a catapult of blood from that fucking tree over there. You don't see it.
He like looks down at himself, looks over at the tree. And then there's a rumbling from the tree line behind you, and he pulls you behind him. And at the same moment, across town, Noah, I need you to roll a dexterity and athletics as the hands start grabbing you. Quinn, what'd you get on composure and resolve?
I hate it here. Okay, strength and athletics is bond, so.
Quinn, what's your
I got-
composure resolve?
Oh, 2?
Okay, you managed not to frenzy and start ripping people apart because you're scared.
And I got 7 on Dex and Athletics.
Okay, you managed to like rip her free just as Noah comes busting up out of the dark. And then he starts getting grabbed, and then Zeta's getting grabbed, and you're getting grabbed. You find, however, that these hands are, so long as they don't catch you off guard, they're very easy to cut through. Those of you that are in the water, Quinn, you're free. What do you all do?
To activate her feral weapons is a rouse check. I'll just roll 1. Oh, good, she's fine. Okay, and I think if she's noticed about the hands, she just starts slashing at them.
Okay, you find it's so easy now that they haven't caught you off guard to just tear and rip.
These long, like, black nails just extend out, and she's like kind of snarling.
So it's like like
Yeah.
under the water. Okay. Zeta's like motioning for all of you, pointing up as she starts to swim up, and let me roll to see if they grab her because I think they're gonna try to. Okay, they do not get a hold of her. They actually miss her totally as she starts swimming up to catch air. Noah and Daniel, what are you doing? Quinn's down there just fucking shit up.
Yeah.
And it's like uncovering a bunch of skeletons. Like a uncomfortable amount.
Well, you had me roll a strength and athletics to make sure I didn't get caught.
Yeah.
So I got a 9.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Hey, shit.
And with the way the hands just like appearing, like, are they kind of like not regenerating, but like as Quinn is ripping and tearing through them, are just more appearing?
Yes.
Okay, I'm actually gonna. I might get hurt in the process, but who cares? It's fine. I'm actually gonna try and get Quinn's attention, and maybe like grab her by the elbow and like gesture, like we just need to go up. Like we just need to get out. Because these don't look like they're actually fucking going anywhere.
She did make her composure and resolve, so
Yeah.
So Murph, you're in control. She's not gonna. It's up to you if she like attacks Noah or not. So
Right.
role play it out.
Yeah. I think she turns. It's got that half like blah, blah, blah. And then but like stops. Wait, you know,
Just-
like
just
staring,
points up.
wide-eyed, and her eyes are like still red from her eyes of the beast. So they're just like this eerie red.
Up.
She like looks back at the hands like she has a vendetta against them.
No,
and
let's
then
just
looks
go.
back- No.
Ah!
And she kind of I think she kind of like flips off the hands and she starts swimming up.
Nice.
Like she's really upset. And she
Nice.
wants them to know.
I'm gonna swim right next to her.
Okay, and then Daniel, what are you doing?
Initially, he was like eyeballing Zeta, just making sure that the hands didn't, in fact, reach her as she started to swim up. The second Noah and Quinn start getting clear, Daniel will begin to do the same. Although he does find it a little bit odd that the hands are so easy to tear and rip. So as he does swim away, risky business? Probably. He's going to use Sense the Unseen.
Okay, as you sense the unseen, you see that there are spirits all over the lake, and they are uncovering the dead, and the water seems to be shrinking, evaporating rapidly. There.
Oh dear.
You're not an expert at all, but they seem pretty agitated. And the minute you see them, they all see you.
Oh, I don't see them. I don't see any of them. I don't know what you're talking about.
That being said, Jihoon, dexterity and athletics as the ground begins to roll like a full earthquake underneath
Wait,
you.
another dexterity in athletics? You really are
2 in a
trying
row.
to kill me.
2 in a row.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
2 in a row to stay standing.
Thank Jesus. 4 successes. Holy fuck.
Okay, you manage to stay on your feet as the ground below you and all of those flesh monsters get to the tree line, and as they lunge forward, they pow, 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 explode. And then the mist carefully withdraws them back into the trees.
Are you
you
Are you seeing this?
Gamma turns around and like feels you up a little bit. Are you okay? You okay?
Are you okay?
He hugs
Are
you.
you fucking okay?
Holds you like really close against his bare chest. Okay.
He's literally like, Jihoon is gonna reach out to where the blood like splattered into him, and also where he saw,
You pull
him
your
get
hand
hit
away and
earlier.
it's covered in blood, but Gamma touches the hand as if there's nothing there, Jihoon, and then he grabs your face and is like, "You're not hurt.
You're hurt. You're fucking.
I'm not hurt. I'm okay.
Yes, you are.
I'll heal. I'm okay. That's not. We need to get out of here. Is that Evan?
Stop. Hey. You're
he kisses
fucking
you.
bleeding.
And then he pulls away.
Christ, damn it.
Hey, I need you to be calm.
You're bleeding.
I'm okay.
Gamma. No,
Listen to me. This is
Okay.
not the normal kind of gaffling or... This is not the normal kind of thing I deal with.
Can you think I fucking deal with the
No.
shit?
No. What I'm saying is I'm afraid for your safety. I'm not as confident. And is that Evan? Can you see him? Evan. And Evan
Yeah.
makes... Gamma calls out to him, and Evan is continuing up the trail.
Should we stop him?
So Evan literally passes you.
What the fuck? Hello?
And he makes
Hello, pretty boy.
no move or recognition that he sees you at all, till he gets to about right here, and Gamma is holding your hand and having the two of you follow at a safe distance up the hill. All three of you hear Gamma's howl echoed. And Gamma looks at you, Jihoon. And then he looks up. Seconds before the two of you vanish, he grabs you in this massive hug, and the two of you through the ground. Meanwhile, Noah, Quinn, Zeta, Daniel, do you make it for the top?
Oh yeah, I said I did that.
All four of you climb out of the well, standing in front of Daniel's home, side by side.
The fuck is this horror movie shit? You didn't tell me you lived near Camp Crystal Lake. The fuck?
How many spirits did I see exactly?
Hundreds. Too many to count, and they were agitated. I need all 4 of you to make a wits and awareness roll.
Who's
Do
all
I
four
have
of
any-
us? Me?
No.
The 4 that are outside Daniel's home. You are in a special little place. Don't worry.
Okay, never mind. Cool.
Do I? Is there any circumstance bonus since
None.
Sensei
This is
Unseen
just
is
a-
active?
This is just, oh yes. Sensei, if anyone has Sensei Unseen, you get an extra dice bonus. If you don't
Nah.
have Sensei Unseen, it's just straight.
Nah. Yeah.
How much of a bonus? Sorry.
1. Just 1 dice bonus.
Okie dokie.
Not a hard DC.
I got 2.
Yeah, 5.
Okay, and then Quinn, what'd you get?
Oh, sorry, 3.
And then, so I got 2, 3, and 5.
Yes, 2, 3, and 5.
You see Gamma and Jihoon. Transparent. A little bit blue. Run across the top floor of your house between the windows. For Quinn and Noah, you see the lights flickering.
What the fuck?
And we're gonna end there for tonight.
Daniel, your lake's a little corpsey.
The last
my lord.
thing Gamma says to you, Jihoon, is do not let go of my hand.
Jihoon would thread his fingers and like hold his one hand and then grip onto his forearm with his other arm. Do you know what I mean? With his other hand. And kind of like dig his fingers in. Oh, he's not letting go.
Thanks, chat, for coming to this week's episode of Bound.
Thanks, everybody. We'll miss you.
Thanks,
I'm stressed.
thanks,
I don't know where
players.
everyone is, so I'm stressed. We don't know where Sigma is.
Oh, I
I'm
tried.
stressed. Oh, I know.
Where's
I know.
Omega?
I know. We don't know where Omega.
I'm just like sitting here and just like, oh, you know who the perfect person to deal with all these spirits for would be? Sigma. Where the fuck is Sigma? Huh?
Oh, no.
Little
I'm running out
bastard.
of woofers.
He's hiding. That coward. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, it was wonderfully terrifying. Thank you.